Hey folks, it's Richard. Tonight in L3, we'll be going over discipline brings freedom. So on the sheet, we've got our group share first. So think about one way that you won last week and consider sharing with the group. We also have a verse from Hebrews chapter 12, verse 11. It says, "No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it." And that's just good summary over discipline. Discipline isn't something that is made overnight. It's just something you got to continue grinding at and hold yourself responsible and accountable to. That breeds a culture and your own momentum within yourself just to do the right thing and just grit your teeth and get it done. Next, we have a definition of paideia. It's Greek for properly instruction that trains someone to reach their full development or maturity. So, really just the right way to build somebody up from the ground floor and getting that good foundation through discipline and then building upon that with their skills. Okay, and also you should be seeing a kind of a graph here called the support challenge matrix. And when I took a look at this, probably the way that made the most sense to me was thinking about like bosses that I've had at work. So, most of you probably been to work. Maybe some of you've had a really good boss. Maybe if you all had really bad bosses that's really to work for. And so there's four different quadrants here on the graph. And so I'll share with you kind of my assessments of each, and then we'll go over that. So first on the bottom left, there's the cultural category of abdicate, which is the root word is abdication. So to me, that's like running away, being apart, detached from, and just not taking responsibility for the work at hand. If you're the boss, you're responsible for getting the team ready to get the job done. So to me, this is a bad boss, and you can think of like a boss that that's kind of been on a power trip before, only cares about himself, doesn't care about the team or the job or the quality. So that's abdicating that responsibility and running away from it. On the top left, we have the dimension of protect. So this is the culture of entitlement and mistrust, and has low challenge but high support. So that means to me like low challenge, like setting the bar really low, and high support, having lots of resources, lots of investment into getting the job done, but we set the bar low. So to me, this is more like a bureaucratic kind of boss. You could probably think of a couple like if you've ever worked for the government or anything like that. Usually, we don't care about the individual. Rather, we want to protect what we have because we put our time in. That seniority and loyalty will be rewarded more than your own competencies or your own contributions or your own skills and talents. Okay, on the bottom right, low support meets high challenge. So the bar is very high, but we don't give the resources or the investment or the support that's needed to truly get the job done for the expectations. So high expectation and low support. So to me, this is any kind of soul-crushing, corporate boss. One that again, doesn't care and expects you to get the job done. And if the job doesn't get done, there's no excuses. And this breeds a culture of fear and manipulation because when everybody knows that the crap is going to hit the fan, most often, humans are going to blame each other or throw each other under the bus. So fear and manipulation there. Okay, now we're trending positive. Now let's talk about the top right quadrant for liberate. So this is the culture of empowerment and opportunity. To me, this is the quintessential good boss, right? The boss that cares about their people, that takes the time, and cares about you as an individual, kind of takes you under his or her wing. Just like in antiquity when people would be trained as an apprentice. It's that boss is pouring into you and investing into you. So that's the culture of liberation, and just something great to strive for. All right, so now we'll go ahead and journal for 5 minutes privately, and then we'll go ahead and break into the groups.